I was once described as I think it was under a YouTube video, someone commented, he's an old soul with young spirit. And that's what I wanted to capture on this album. I decided to make it my mission to keep the great crooners alive. Nothing beats this. It's impossible to beat something that is as pure, as authentic, and as swinging as this. There's a certain feeling that takes over, and it is a feeling of euphoria and of swing, and that's the feeling I had when I was 7 watching Robbie Williams live at the Royal Albert Hall.
Up in a big ball and
My name is Aarssen. I'm a singer, a crooner, an entertainer from the Netherlands. Ever since I was 7 years old, I fell in love with the music of the great crooners, thanks to Mr. Robbie Williams and his album Swing When You're Winning, and that concert that he did live at the Royal Albert Hall. I watched that concert on DVD over and over and over and over again, and when I first saw it, I saw this huge orchestra in this wonderful venue, and as a 7-year-old kid, I thought, that's what I want to do. I fell in love with the music, I fell in love with the atmosphere, I fell in love with the class, and seeing that and listening to that, I just thought, nothing beats this. It's impossible to beat something that is as pure, as authentic, and as swinging as this. I decided to make it my mission to keep the great crooners alive, their music, their legacy. In the 4 albums that I've recorded, I've tried to keep the great crooners alive with my own original material. So songs like I Can't Make This Right, Can't Leave Her Alone, Strawberry Moon.
the strawberry moon. No, it won't keep me waiting, and it's always on time. It seems like we're dating and look at her glow. I climb higher and higher. My strawberry moon is on fire.
They find their way and they connect to people in this modern day and age, even though they carry the soul and the heart and the craftsmanship of the crooners of old. So on my first 4 albums, I really wanted to develop myself as a songwriter, as an artist. Right now, 2025, it felt like the perfect time to do my Swing When You're Winning album. Do an album that is an homage, that is a tribute to those fantastic crooners, and to make my own interpretations of all of those songs that I know and love by some of my biggest heroes.
If I had it in my power, I'd arrange for every girl to have your charm. And then every minute, every hour, every boy would find what I found in your arms. Now everybody loves somebody sometime. And although my dream was overdue, your love made it well worth waiting for someone like you. Oh, everybody loves somebody sometime.
And as I was brainstorming in a songwriting session with Dutch songwriter René van Mierlo, phenomenal songwriter, brilliant guitar player, and a true friend of mine, we started chatting about what those great crooners mean to me. And life is a journey. There's songs attached to certain moments in your life that have impact, that have meaning, and you pick up all these little things along the way. It's like little musical souvenirs that I picked up throughout my life. And that's how I went on to select the songs for this classic album, really. Whether it was when I was 7 watching Robbie Williams, or whether it was earlier this year when I saw Harry Connick Jr. live for the first time, or somewhere in between those moments. These great crooners have made songs that meant something to me at some point in my life. I selected 11, and I decided to add the song that me and René van Mierlo wrote, talking about this project. Well, the song that came out of that obviously is called Souvenirs. And because it so wonderfully captures the whole concept of this album and what it is, I thought we have to name the album Souvenirs.
As long as you're a part of me, I'll sing along. You're never really gone. The music's playing on. You're never really like little souvenirs, you know, you gave us all those years ago. Countless memories to every song, and I'll keep singing along.
There's a certain feeling that takes over, and it is a feeling of euphoria and of swing, and that's the feeling I had when I was 7 watching Robbie Williams live at the Royal Albert Hall, or later when I saw videos of Michael Bublé tearing down Madison Square Garden. I could not sit still. It was impossible to sit still. But when I got older, I started watching videos of Frank Sinatra and Dean Martin and Sammy Davis Jr., Bing Crosby and Nat King Cole. I watched Ella Fitzgerald. I watched all these amazing jazz singers, crooners. How am I going to honor their legacy in a true and worthy manner? And I started observing them, and what sets a crooner apart, I mean, they're called interpreters for a reason, right? What we focused on really when recording this album is I really wanted to take some of my favorite classics of all time and interpret those songs in my own way. These songs, they're all fantastic compositions. That's why they're timeless. I'm making my own interpretations of those songs. And that's challenging because for me, I'm not musically educated, so I can't write music. I don't play any instrument. So everything has to come from my brain, and all I can do is just sing something and try to make sense of what I want it to sound like, what my vision is for these fantastic classics that all mean so much to me. We must have had about 27 musicians in the studio because I wanted it to feel authentic and true. I wanted to truly get that big band sound. This is the album that I've always wanted to make. It's amazing to see these incredibly talented musicians at work playing the songs that you know, but taken to a new place. The craftsmanship of these musicians and seeing them work in the studio is mind-blowing. It really is amazing.